Hey guys, so our target skill for my family is to compare and contrast. So we're going to do another double bubble map like we did with Henry and Mudge, comparing an animal with Mudge. Okay, so this week our double bubble map is going to be your family, and you're going to compare and contrast with Camilla's family from the story. Okay, so you can set up your double bubble map just like mine, and I'm going to go through and do a couple examples of what you could put for each, and then you will do your own. So remember, with the double bubble map, the things on the outside of the bubbles are things that they have that are different, and the things that are in the middle are things that they have in common or the same. So that comparing is in the middle and that contrasting is on the outside. So for Camilla and my families, I can go back and reference my text and see what we have in common and what we have different. So the first thing that I personally noticed that Camilla and I have in common is that we both have a little brother. So I have a little brother. His name is Joseph. And she has a little brother whose name is Renee. So remember to write first and then have your circle after, just to keep it neater. And because it's something we have in common, it's going to connect to both circles. Okay? All right. So one thing that I do not have in common with Camilla's family is that they live in Miami. So they live in Miami, Florida, and I obviously do not. So I write that on her side and connect it just to Camilla. And then on my side, I would say that I live in Morgantown, because I live in Morgantown. And I'm going to circle that and connect it just to me and my family. I should say my family lives in Morgantown. So my family lives in Morgantown, because I live in Morgantown too, and then her family lives in Miami. So I'll say lives. So my family has so both of those families have a little brother, and then her family lives in Miami and my family lives in Morgantown. Okay, so you're going to go through and read your text again if you need to and see things that Camilla's family has in common with you or they do not. I'll give you one more example of each. So Camilla's family I'm going to look at their family tree on page 48. So in Camilla's family, her mother has 3 siblings. So I'm going to put that her family has 2 aunts and 1 uncle. For Camilla, on that side, and on my mom's side, I only have 1 uncle and 1 aunt. Okay, so that's something that we have in that is different, that's contrasted. Notice it just connects to the family that it is talking about. Okay, so I'll try to come up with one more thing that we have in common for you guys to see. Is that I'm going to say personally, both of our families are very musical. A lot of my family plays musical instruments, and we were all in band and sang. So that's something that we have in common with her family. Okay, so now you're going to go and do your own. Okay, so feel free to use some of my examples here, but remember, this part won't look like yours because your family is going to be different than my family. All right, good luck, guys.